Hey, welcome back to another video. Today we've got exactly what it says. We've got what I'm doing with my money instead of buying stocks. So that's not quite, it's a little bit of a misnomer because I actually am buying stocks passively. I'm buying stocks through my retirement plan through work. So right now I've actually got 45% of my income going into retirement, and we'll talk about that in a second. But what I am doing instead is credit card churning, and I will show you guys why, show you guys what I'm doing. But first, let's address the whole retirement thing. Why are you putting 45% into retirement? So I had somebody ask me a question: why would you put money into retirement if you're planning to retire far before the age of 59 and a half, or in other words, you can't withdraw this money? So let's talk about taxes. So if, let's say that I'm in the highest income bracket, which I plan to be by the time I retire, or, shortly, as soon as I can get there. If I go and I pay taxes on capital gains, assuming that Biden's tax plan goes through, it could go up to 39-40%, but it would basically be a very high rate of taxes if I actually go to sell something. So I could either do that, or what I could do is I could put it into a retirement account, and I can leverage that retirement account. So if you borrow against that retirement account, you could borrow at 2-3%. That's what interest rates are right now. So you're either paying 3% a year, 2% a year, and continuing to let that retirement account grow as they continue to print money, as businesses continue to succeed in the United States. That S&P 500 index fund that I'm holding within my retirement account can continue to grow. It'll grow faster than the interest that I'm paying, and that's what you can do to access that capital. That's how the rich access their capital. That's why Jeff Bezos has an $82,000 salary, but he has a lot of nice things because he has access to capital, even if he doesn't actually pay himself in the most inefficient way, which is paying yourself through wages. So that's why I'm doing that. That's why I'm putting into that retirement, because paying taxes, that's just giving your money away to the government. So what I could do is, let's say I get my account balance up to 200K in my 401k. I could leverage that, say take out half, I don't know, 80K, go put that down on a property, get a distressed property, rehab it, get some forced depreciation, collect rents, and make money on that money without actually ever withdrawing it, just keeping it in place, letting it continue to grow, and paying a small amount of interest because I'll have good enough credit to do that. So that is my rationale for keeping some money in retirement, because I can avoid taxes and my net worth will grow faster by doing that. But let's go into the things that I'm doing with, let's talk about this chart actually. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that the stocks are basically overvalued. All right. So if you look at historic dividend yields, this isn't the end all be all, but you see that when they spike, we see a crash right after. Look, this is the .com bubble over here. Dividend yields were this is inverted. So dividend yields are very low, and we see a crash directly after. Okay. They start to go down after 2008, and then we see that the market starts to recover after that. So what people fail to realize that are new to the market is that the reason to invest in companies is because they pay dividends, okay, or because they will pay dividends in the future, right, because they're generating some type of cash flow. So as the price starts to go up, what you're buying becomes less valuable. So that's why I'm looking into these two Chase cards. So I just applied for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. As you guys already know out there, let's see, this is a 100K bonus. So annual fee is $95. I can get that waived while I'm out here on deployment, as long as the fee is assessed while I'm on active duty orders. So for me, that'll be free. So after I spend $4,000 on this card, I will get a 100K point bonus. That's valued at $1,250. So we'll get into the math of this. And then after that, I'm going to show you guys, this is Ask Sebi's website. So the 230 rule means that every 30 days is the most that you can apply for one of these Chase cards. So I'll have to wait for more than 30 days so that I can apply for the other card, which is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. This fee will also be assessed while I'm on deployment, so for me, it'll be free. It's still worth it if you don't actually have the ability to get the fee waived, but that'll be 60,000 points, and additionally, they have it's a $300 travel credit, okay? So this is valued at $1,200, so you got the $1,200 plus the $1,250, and we have to spend $4,000 on that. So let's take out the calculator here. We've got $1,250 plus $1,200. Okay. You divide that by the $8,000 that we have to spend. Okay. And that's getting me a 30.6% return on my money. So 30.6% return on my money for travel, which I'm going to travel anyways. I would like to travel. I'd like to go to hotels, do things like that. or I can just cash them out for points, right? So the 30% return on my money, that sounds pretty good. So the question is, how are you going to do that without wasting money? I've gone over this in a previous video, but I actually changed my mind a little bit because there's a lot of ways to do this without actually going and wasting your money. So I realized that I have a bunch of bills that I can pay. I can prepay. So if I add up my internet, if I pay my internet out for a year, if I pay my HOA out for a year, if I pay my energy bill out for a year and my auto insurance out for a year, it'll add me up to about 6.7 grand. Okay, so that means that I only have to spend about 1,300, which I can go and I can buy gold, or I could, who knows, I could just put more into those bills if they'll accept more prepayment. So 30% return on your money per year, compounded over a long time, is going to get you, you know, a lot of money over the long term. So anyways, hopefully that clears some things up for you guys. The market is getting crazy out there. We can go back to this chart over here. You know, the dividend yield is looking ridiculous on these stocks. So like I said, I'm not necessarily not buying anything. I'm not necessarily not investing, but there are ways to make a return on your money besides buying stocks. All right. So the telling you to buy stocks, it sells courses, it gets all the views, it gets the click, AMC, GameStop, crypto, all that stuff. But there are plenty of ways to get a return on your money, including flipping products. And yeah, it's not just all about the stock market, guys. So anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to support the channel, make sure you hit the links down below and get some free stocks, get some free stuff down there, book recommendations, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.